Okay, so just a little recap today. We went over our opening tee shots. The hole was pretty much straight away, bunker on the left side, out of bounds on the right side, with the wind coming in from right to left. Initially, we wanted to play, it was a draw to get the wind and bring it back even more. Based on what we've been seeing with your ball flight, it's been more of a left to right shot, which ideally it would be better if you stuck to that shot in most circumstances until at least we start to figure out your swing path. Because your swing path does produce a fade. It's going to produce it all the time unless you alter it quite a bit. But we saw that playing that fade, it turned out to be a straight, and if anything, it turned over a little bit because of the wind. The one thing that we kind of worked on to help with the swing path was using this little guy, which forced us to keep the driver underneath and more having the swing path go a little bit further out to the right from inside to out. And that we saw an immediate difference from your degrees being -5 to like 1 or 2 positive. So we just need to continue working on that, and then once we get that down, like we should be able to play a little bit more right to left shots, and then we can start putting that into play like you wanted to on that hole. But had we played the shot that you wanted to, and that would have cut, like it would have been straight into the wind, like it wouldn't have came back. As far as that, like how do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good, kind of playing smart golf instead of, reckless golf in a sense.
Yeah.
And then, this tool really helped. I was having trouble getting that swing pad to go out right. And then this really keeps me from kind of coming over the top in a sense and kind of bringing it more neutral.
Yeah.
It took me a lot of practice
Exactly.
swings. Yeah, but it definitely did help. I mean, we saw it on the course.
Okay. The other thing that we kind of worked on was our recovery shot, which was from the fairway bunker. I know we have a tendency of just using our standard yardage. Like if we were having a 175 shot, we'd be using a 7-iron, just doing a normal swing. And what that tends to happen is we slip out of our spot because we tend to use our lower body too much, and we tend to hit behind it or hit it too thin. And oftentimes, like we end up in a worse situation than we were. So instead, we decided to club up, which that one we originally it was a stock 8-iron, but we clubbed up to a 7-iron. Put our ball a little bit further back, held it down a little bit more on the club or on the shaft, and then had our weight more on our left side. And from there, it was just making sure that we were hitting down on it, not really trying to do anything different with our swing besides not using our lower body as much. And that just makes it a little bit more stable. What are your thoughts on that one?
I liked it, especially like you pointed out after my first swing. I had a tendency of just grabbing it normal, which would cause me to sometimes chunk it. And then holding it, a little lower does help me get like a better contact point in this one.
I mean, that's pretty much all we covered today. The only thing I would like you to keep doing is working on this guy, so we can start getting that right to left shot that we want to hit on the course.
Oh,
Sound good?
perfect.